Um, I was reading some old poetry that I had written about um during like a really dark time, mostly after like breaking up with people and going through some grief. Um, and I just remembered how intense everything was. And to be honest, like every time I like remember that, I can still feel it, like it's still there, the intensity. It's just a matter of how much time goes by to the point where it's like you're not numb to it, but you're not numb, but you become like acquainted with the feelings. So it's like when it comes back around, it's more like, oh, there it is, And it's not like I miss any of my exes. I'm not like longing to be with them, at least like not anymore, not in years. But I was just thinking about it and how we're so, as like a generation, we're so like, if you still think about your ex and like, how problematic it is to hold love and to care for somebody who was once like your romantic partner for years, like why is that a problematic thing, and I'm in a relationship right now and I'm happy, and this is like the best relationship that I've ever experienced, and like I am so in love, but I still hold love for the people that I dated before him. Like I'm not romantically attracted to them anymore. Like I wouldn't, want to date them anymore. Like that is like that, I'm past that. Like we've already experienced that and I've already grieved them. But just because you're not like dating somebody anymore doesn't mean that you can't still love them or have love for them. Love doesn't always have to be romantic. Even if it once was like romantic, it doesn't have to keep that shape. Love is a very malleable thing. I still love a lot of people that have wronged me, a lot of people that that I wouldn't get along with, today. I still care. Like, I was just thinking about it and I was like, I wonder how he's doing, like I wonder how this person is doing. But I thought about how I can't really like share that with anybody because I feel like I would be scolded. Like, you're thinking about your ex. Like, how dare you think about somebody that you were with for 3 years and who was a big part of your life and who gave you so much time and so much love and so much energy and who shared their deepest, darkest secrets with you. Like, how dare you think about them and wonder how they're doing? I think that is so irrational, and that makes like zero sense to me. The older I get, the more I understand no contact after a breakup, because I used to be like very against that. I was like, no, like I want to stay friends with like the people that I date, like I don't think there's any like, if there's no bad blood, if they didn't wrong me, if I didn't wrong them, and it was like a mutual, like we don't have to like, have any like bad blood, I guess, then why, I don't see the problem with like being friends. The more I understand men, which is unfortunate, the more I see that it is pretty much just like a protection thing. Like, if I weren't dating like the person I'm dating now, like I still wouldn't have a problem with it because I'm a very like trusting person. And I also think I'm very understanding. Like I have never gone into a relationship expecting them to be fully recovered from their previous relationship. Like, I always go in thinking and knowing that the baggage, that's another thing that whatever. I always go into the next relationship like knowing that their previous relationship has like significantly affected the way they are now. Like, who they are now is a direct correlation of like how their last relationship went, because that's the way that I am. Like, I am affected. I've god damn, sorry, the pets. There's just like, being in relationships, especially at our age, like it really brings out a lot of out of us that normally like we wouldn't really touch base with if we were single. Like, relationships really do bring out like so much new information about people. Like, there's so many things that I've learned about myself being in relationships with different people, which is also like why I think it is important to date a lot of people. I love relationships. I love getting to know people. I think that's also like a reason why I'm so like confused about the rules about not being able to be friends with like your past partners. I'm, like I said, like the older I get, the more I understand that and how it's used as a shield for both women and men, like to feel safe in a relationship and think that because there's this rule that their partner won't have these feelings for another person, when in reality, just because it's a rule doesn't mean it's not gonna happen, you know? Like, sure, like nothing, hopefully like nothing's, he or her, she's or they are not gonna reach out to their previous partner and be like, I miss you. You know what I mean? Like, that is a little like, hey, like what are you trying to do? But I think having like an amicable, like respectful relationship between like past lovers should be a little bit more like acceptable. I don't think everybody's fit for it, because I do think there's people out there who are a little bit more like manipulative and will use it to their advantage. I don't think it's for everybody, but I do think that it should be considered more. You do a lot of healing whenever you accept somebody as a friend, you know? Like, you've dated somebody, you've gotten to know them as a lover, as a physical partner, as a romantic partner, and things didn't work out that way. You know, that's just not the way that you guys were meant to be together. And there's something so powerful and so special about accepting that and then continuing a relationship that is so like intimate yet not romantic. Like, there's so many like rules that society has like made up about that are just like so unimportant. I was listening to Wild Geese and her relationship anarchy episode, and it made me like realize how much of that I actually practice without really like knowing it, and how challenging like this relationship that I'm currently in has been to that, because I am a very like fuck the rules when it comes to relationships. Like, we're in this relationship right now, we can do whatever works for us. We don't have to follow like this step-by-step guideline of like how to be in a relationship, because every single person in the world is different. And when you're putting two completely different people together, like societal standards are not going to fit the mold for completely complex individuals. Like, that's not, that is not, when something is like not, oh fuck, what is the word? It like, but something isn't like a reality, like it's not. It's an unattainable thing. Like, I can't think of the word, but it's just like a very unattainable like very fictional way of thinking and way of living your life, and it's very limiting also. Like, it's a belief. It's you're just constraining yourself into something that is like non-existent. Okay, like that relationship is never going to work if you're not allowing yourself to be like malleable. Like, we're not perfect people. You know, we can't follow rules. That is like proven fact for centuries, for our entire life. You know, we have never been able to follow rules. Like, that is a proven thing, proven fact, scientific, okay? We're not meant to follow rules. We're meant to question things, and we're meant to create, and we're meant to love, and we're meant to not like things and figure things out like about the world and about ourselves. We are very sentient people, meaning we are very complex. So to expect everybody to follow a standard set of rules in relationships is just a little bit ridiculous, in my opinion. So alas, I don't think it's problematic to love your exes and still care about them. In fact, I think you should. I do think it's worth exploring if you're telling yourself that you're a bad person for having love in your heart and for caring about somebody. Because the more we explore love and its complexities and how like truly like beautiful it is, like we learn a lot about ourselves and about the way we see the world. And I don't think that it's ever a bad thing to love, as long as nobody is getting hurt and you're taking care of yourself. But yeah, that is my little rant on that. Just thinking about it, I'm so tired of like apologizing for that and like trying to like, I am definitely like the type of person right now, because of the relationship that I'm in, to like tell myself, oh my god, like why are you thinking about that? And why do you still feel this way? You know, like, but I've always been this way. I've always been this way, and I don't think there's a way for me to change. I've tried it, like, trust me, and I've done a lot of things to like put that aside, but I've always been the type of person to never like stop loving somebody just because a relationship has changed. Like my old best friends that I lost touch with in high school, I love them. I love them. Anytime I think about that, I'm like, oh my god, like I truly really hope that they're okay. Like I hold so much love for them, and it's like the same feeling of like where your like heart feels like tight, and like that is like the feeling that I hope I die with. Like the feeling of like so much intensity that you don't even know how to describe. Like you just really feel it. Like it all just kind of feels like it's like really tight in your chest, and it's almost like anxiety, and it's almost like you're about to cry, and it's almost like you just kissed somebody for the first time, you know, like it's all of that in one. And I am so tired of trying to push that away when it is such a wonderful feeling. And I want to be able to hold that and carry it with me for the rest of my life, because it makes me who I am. All the love that I have inside me is the only thing that I will want to have when I'm on my deathbed. Like that is all I want. I don't care about anything else. I want to remember everything that I love, and I don't want to have to feel like I have to push it back and like it's a bad thing. So yeah, today I'm challenging you to continue loving people even if you don't see them every day, or if you're mad at them, or if you think it's wrong. I hope you'll have a great day.